just got this in. This is from eBay. I purchased it from eBay. This is just going to be an unboxing and a close-up look at the item. A real close-up look. I like to do close-up looks because sometimes I need to review the item myself, so I'll look at my own videos again. Because if I hang this on the outside of my window, I don't want to have to take it out so I can get a close-up look at it. Anyway, that being said, my situation is I live in an apartment building. I'm on the dirt floor, and what I would like to do is send this beam, or set up this access point at my window so that it shoots out to the playground. The playground is about 150 to 200 feet. I'm going to measure it again. It's a rough measurement. It's not I'm going to be off by, maybe 5-10 feet, but you'll get a roundabout number. So I'm going to see how far this will go at an apartment building, which faces the playground that I would like to have access at. Now, I do have cellular service in the playground, which is not an issue. My issue is having access to my printers and a server or two within my own network while I'm there watching the kids play. I can also get some work done. Also, other family members who are there with my kids, like my wife, will be able to access our network and print and all that stuff. So it's already printed by the time we get up, by the time we get upstairs. So let's unbox it. Sometimes I wear gloves in my videos, and the reason I wear gloves is that I do a lot of outdoor work. So a couple of days ago, I was doing I was putting up some shingles on a roof where some shingles blew away. And if you ever dealt with shingles, you get all scraped up. I don't like to wear gloves when I'm doing stuff like that because I like to feel it and hammer it in, but it caused me to get a lot of cuts and stuff on my hands. So I don't want to show you my hands all cut up, so that's why I have the gloves on. It's more of a better visual since I'm gonna be showing my hands on the video. So that's why sometimes I wear gloves, it's because I'm doing outdoor work and I might get cut up and everything on my hands. Now, I used to have another outdoor antenna. I tried this similar situation, or what I'm trying to do, years ago, and I was using what was called Ingenious Access. They're still out there, access points. They only had 2.4 gigahertz, and it's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. I actually got my first Ingenious outdoor access point at Data Vision, which was on 5th Avenue and 30-something or 40-something street. It's not there anymore, but that was an electronics store I used to actually shop at. It was across the street from CompUSA on 5th Avenue in Manhattan. If you remember CompUSA in Manhattan. I believe there's 2 or 3 of them still left, CompUSA stores, still left in Florida. That's the only state that still has them. The last time I went, which was probably like 10 years ago. So these are the antennas, part of the packaging. So don't throw away the packaging. These are all the actual antennas themselves. So there's nothing in here. I'm gonna leave the packaging the way it came, just in case I have to do a return. Hopefully I won't have to. Nothing else in here. Let me take this out. This is probably the power over Ethernet adapter, PoE. And power over Ethernet is used to provide power for devices. I mean, it's an ingenious idea. I used to be in the IT section in my job, and we used a few PoEs. You have to get a switch. We used to have switches that were PoE capable, Cisco switches. some 3700 Cisco switches that have PoE built in. They're very expensive switches when you get the PoE. It provided power, not only data, but power through the Ethernet cable. So you only needed one cable. You didn't need to plug in the device into a power outlet. You didn't need a power outlet at the location. You just used to use the Ethernet cable, and it would provide both power and data access on devices like this. So I had a PoE switch, which most people don't because it's so expensive. I could just plug in this Ethernet cable to the PoE switch, but I don't have a PoE switch. So they're very expensive, and unless you have a lot of these, to me, it's not worth getting. Okay, so this is the mount. And how do you take this out? So can you pull it? I don't know. So let me lay everything out. So you get the actual antenna itself. These it has the markings for where the antennas will go on the side too, right here. So to tell you it's on the backhaul too. Status and the signal strength. That's pretty cool. Pretty light device. Okay. Looks like a BNC, maybe just plug it. I'm not sure. I'll look at the antenna. So let's unscrew the bottom. It has a seal here. It looks like to keep the water out. And it's sealed up, as you can see right there. It'll just let out the Ethernet cable. I haven't read the instructions, which I probably should. Give me a second. So I finally got the adapter off. You just pull on it. I just kept pulling on it. I finally got it off. It's clamp on. I don't know if you can see it. It's gonna be kind of hard to see it. See, it just clamps on. All of them are like that. This is the inside. So you can either, it comes with some wire ties, so you could use the wire ties to clamp this onto a pole or something. It's kind of rounded, so you can put it on a pole. Or screw it on. I'm just going to be using the wire ties. And then this is the back. Let me see if I can open up the bottom. No, I'm gonna have to read the instructions for that. So I was having problems because of the gloves. So the way you unscrew it, this doesn't come off. I thought this came off separately from this. It's just here. So you can see you have to screw it on really well, not real hard. And that makes the seal so that the water doesn't get in, since this is an outdoor antenna. That's where the Ethernet will go through. To unscrew it, you unscrew this whole thing as one piece. And I guess I wasn't getting, I thought it was just turning regular and it was like nothing was gonna happen. But as you keep turning it, it will come open, as you can see. A rubber little piece. These are the whole thing comes out. Oh, this reminds me of the little things they put in the pizza boxes and the pizza. And so I probably will be connecting this to the LAN, not the WAN LAN backhaul. No, matter of fact, I will probably be connecting it to the PoEN. Let me just look at what the configuration is for this thing. Give you a better idea. Close up. Ethernet cable. The Ethernet cable. Can't see. I'm assuming it's going to be at least a Cat 5e. About 3.5 feet. A little over 3.5 feet. Power adapter. This is going to be, and I gotta take pictures of this. Just in case you lose yours, you can see the model number and all that. But I'll have a picture of it. I'll give you a better look at it. Let me do a close-up look. Okay, there'll be a picture at the end. And let's measure the length of the cable. Almost 4 feet. Almost 4 feet long. This is what will go into the PoE adapter. Be careful with that. Don't do that. This is it right here, the PoE. This is a plug in here. So you it has power. Since I'm measuring things, let me measure this. Just in case you need a spot for it and you want to know how big it is. Let me measure the power adapter just in case you're plugging this in at a specific location. You need to know the size of this thing. I don't know. It could be useful for very few people. Pretty thick over here. Okay. Comes with some hardware if you need to mount it. Some anchors, plastic screws, 4 anchors and 4 screws, right? Yeah, 4 screws. And they look like they are Phillips head, okay? Now the antennas. So you have 2 different types of antennas. These are for moving around. They should be for the top. So, and they're all labeled, as you will see. 5 gigahertz, 2.4. So there should be a 5 gigahertz straight one right here, yeah. 2.4, 5 gigahertz. And I think they're all, yep, they're all about the same size, pretty much. straight one according to the picture. Yep. Just go by the picture itself. 2.4 5. This is the 5. Which you can't see. Light 5. And I gotta put it in the 5. 5. And it looks like it screws on. Yep, it screws on. 5 gigahertz to the 5 gigahertz there. All right, let me do the rest of them. Again, they just all screw on. They all screw on. That's it. Nothing nice and lightly. Don't over tighten them. As long as they're snug, that's all that matters. And this you could just move around freely now. And this is the way it looks. Wow, it's pretty big. So the total height of this whole thing, just in case you want to know that, from the tip here the bottom here, including the adapter. Let me add the adapter. So that's about 17, but if I put the adapter on here, you can add about 1.5 inches more, about 18.5 inches total length in the whole product. In case you have an area you want to put this in, maybe underneath something, and you want to see if it'll fit. So that was about 18.5. So according to the instructions, I have to connect the way my setup's going to be, which is to a switch. I'm going to have to connect this adapter. This is the on and off switch. On, off. I mean, that's on. And that's off. And on again. Okay. And I'm going to have to connect one Ethernet, this Ethernet cable to that port, the one with the on and off. And I thought it would provide me with the other cable, and it's not. So I'm gonna have to get my own cable. So I'm actually gonna use an adapter when using this because I wanna be able to unplug it. Since it's gonna be at a window, when I need to close the window, I'm gonna have to separate it, and I don't wanna have to continuously separate it from this. I want to do something else. Let me show you what I'm going to do. This is the adapter I'm going to be using. It's a coupler. I put ST for straight through because I also have crossovers. Back in the day, before switches had I forget what we used. I forgot the command at Cisco to set the ports to uplink ports, you know, to allow crossover. Basically, the ports would do the crossover for you if you were using a straight through Ethernet cable from switch to switch. So now most switches recognize that. Back in the day, they used to have buttons that you can take one uplink port and make it a crossover or a straight through. Or you used to have to use a straight through cable, which I used to not like too much because some people didn't label them. And, you know, trying to use a crossover cable as a straight through is a bad idea. It just won't work. So this inline coupler comes in crossover and in straight through. I bought this on eBay. I don't know how much I paid, maybe $1 or $2 for them. This one works really well. It's a Cat 5e. And according to the instructions, you shouldn't be using any cable less than a Cat 5e, as you can see in the instructions right there. So this will work just fine. And the idea will be that I'm going to plug this in. This actually will plug in here. And again, it only comes with one cable, so I got to do my other cable. So I'm going to need an additional cable besides the only cable I'm missing. So let me get another cable for this. So this is the cable I got. It's about 3 feet long. And what I'll do is when I want to close the window and the cable is in the way, I'm just going to unplug this, put this on the outside, just leave it hanging. And outside, close my window and be able to bring this inside with no issues. The only thing I'm having a problem with is that this Ethernet cable doesn't seem like an outdoor Ethernet cable. It looks like a standard Ethernet cable you would get anywhere. I don't know how it's going to hold up in inclement weather and rain, sunshine. I think eventually it'll just break up. Easy to replace, but it's going to be one of those things you're going to have to think about, because I think the Ethernet cables we used to put outside sometimes were a lot thicker. Very rare to do that, but they were of higher quality, more thicker. And I think this was sealed up a lot better, the ends. I don't remember them, but that's what we used to use. So it's gonna be my setup. So I'll show you at the end my final setup, and I'll go to the other video and let you know how it works. So again, this was the unboxing and some information on the items. So let me show you the hookup. I forgot to measure the cables, the wire ties. Now after a few years, I would double check these if you have them outside, because they're plastic and they rot away. Make sure they're still holding if you're using this to mount the antenna. About 19 inches. So the way I'm hooking them up, again. Now, with the adapter. What mess. Plug it into here. Then I get the PoE, the other end, and I'm going to plug it into here. This will be, oh, I'm sorry. So the connection to the actual antenna goes here. So the cable from here to the antenna, so here. So this will be the connection to the antenna. Will go to the side that has the on and off. So this black cable will go to the actual antenna, like this. Okay. Then this will go to the LAN, my switch, and I'll plug it in. Now I got to figure out which connection, how this connects to the actual access point. So according to the instructions, I have to connect the PoE port of the PoE converter to the LAN backhaul port of the device. So the LAN backhaul port of the device is going to be here. This one. So I believe that this should just be an additional port for, let's say you had a computer nearby. You could actually plug it in here, and this acts like a one port switch. Once you plug into the backhaul port, you can use this LAN port maybe to add another antenna. That would be another reason if you wanted to extend it. I believe you can go up to 300 feet with a Cat 5e cable, so maybe 300 feet away to even get more coverage. So you could buy another one of these and extend it also. So that will be here. All right, let me set it up and show you my whole setup. So this will end up plugging to the switch, and this is what I'll have for the access points. Let me put this on. So as you look, you see actually the lines there to put in the cable. So I'm going to open that up, take this little piece here, stick this in here to cover because this doesn't have a hole. Oh, it does have a hole, I see. Okay, so they both do. So you can kind of spread it. It has the notch, as you can see, very faint notch to allow you, if you play with it, it'll break open. Like I played with this one, it broke open. So that will actually allow me to put the cable through here to keep moisture, rain, and everything else out. Nice seal. And then, as a matter of fact, I think I did that backwards, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I can take it out of here, put it through. Let me see how this will go. This will go in here, and put this through here like that. Nope, actually, sorry, backwards. Put it this way to bring this up to actually make the black thing go through there. So that's it right now. You see there's absolutely no way, hopefully no way for water to get in. And this device here will hold up that black device. And then the Ethernet cable will go again to the WAN LAN backhaul PoE in. Let me turn the cable around right there. And put that in. And now I will screw this in. Now that that's done, it's nice and tight, not too tight, but as long as the seal meets, perfect. Do the connection here. I will not be using the hardware. Goes through here, I'll plug this in. I'll connect this to my LAN connection, set this up. I'm gonna put this away. I'm not gonna use this for now, just because of the fact if I have to return it, I could return the original hardware. I do have extra wire ties that I'm gonna use. Put away the hardware because I don't need that either. And I read the instructions and hopefully I know what I'm doing. You know, one other thing, I just wanted to weigh this. You see how heavy this is? Just in case you were curious as to see how much this weighed. So let me weigh it. Well, it's not that heavy. 12 ounces. Pretty light. Plugged it in, on, off, on, off, on, off. Awesome. Nice and green. These two, this is going to my LAN port, power. This is going to the actual access point. This is how I set it up. This is an air conditioner mount, I guess, where you put, it's required in apartment buildings now that you have to get this air conditioner mount. I don't have the air conditioner out right now, so I'm going to use it just to place this on there. And as you can see, I have wire ties there holding it, so that should hold it in place. It's nice and sealed over here. It shouldn't come out. It's clipped on, and I'll see what kind of a good signal I get. So this is the end of the unboxing and look at and setting up of the actual device. Now I'm going to do, I might do another 2 videos, which is the interface, and then I'll do one of the trying it out and see if it works, how much coverage I get. Again, the playground is somewhere in this area here, and that's the connection I want to get to the playground. All right, thank you for watching. I hope the video helps. Oh, let me just show you. Let me see if you can see any of the lights. None of the lights are on. Oh, you can't see them because it's daytime. That's the problem. So this is the actual LAN ports. I mean the actual lights, as you can see. Nothing connected to the LAN. Power, LAN backhaul, status. It looks all good. It's like a purplish, whitish color. I had to bring it in so that you can get a better view. All right, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Bye.